I am Sher Lakho, lecturer Government Degree College Kandiaro. I am lecturer in Zoology. Today my topic is from class first year, subject Zoology, chapter number 7, Kingdom Protoctista. My topic is life cycle of malarial parasite. Now, Plasmodium is a malarial parasite. Plasmodium is a protozoan. It belongs to protozoa. Its class is called Sporozoa. It has two hosts, male and Anopheles mosquito. It means malaria is caused by a parasite. There is a parasite. Its name is Plasmodium. Plasmodium lives in man as well as in mosquito. When it lives in man, the life cycle is called schizogony. It means here Plasmodium reproduces asexual. Schizogony is asexual reproduction. It is a kind of multiple fission. What is multiple fission? In which one cell multiplies into many cells. Now there is second host. When Plasmodium lives in the Anopheles mosquito, the life cycle is called sporogony, and this is the sexual life cycle of Plasmodium. Male serves as the primary host and Anopheles mosquito serves as the secondary host. Now life cycle in men or life cycle of Plasmodium or asexual life cycle of Plasmodium in men. There are three phases of asexual life cycle of the Plasmodium. Asexual life cycle of Plasmodium is also called schizogony. It has three phases. Number one, pre-erythrocytic phase. Number second is erythrocytic phase. Number third is gametocytogenesis. Here I have drawn a diagram. What happens in this I will discuss. Now second phase or second life cycle of malarial parasite is called sporogony. It takes place in the Anopheles mosquito. It is sexual life cycle of Plasmodium. It has also three phases. Number one, gametogony. Number two is fertilization. Number three is sporogony. Now a sexual life cycle of Plasmodium. As you know that I have written three phases of life cycles of Plasmodium. And number one, asexual life cycle of Plasmodium. Its phases. First phase is pre-erythrocytic phase. Now pre means before or first, erythro means red, cyte means cells. It means in this Plasmodium, in this phase, Plasmodium lives in the liver cells. Now the stage of the Plasmodium when Anopheles mosquito, which contain a sporozoite is an infective stage of Plasmodium. When it attacks on the liver cells of human body, sporozoite changes or sporozoite reproduces asexually into its stage called schizoid. Sporozoite changes into sporozoite divides or changes into schizoid. These schizoids then change into exoerythrocytic merozoites. This Schizoid is a stage of Plasmodium changes into double E merozoites. Double E merozoites, they attack on the RBCs. Double E merozoite attack on the RBCs. When double E merozoite attack on RBC, now erythrocytic phase starts. Number 2, erythrocytic phase starts. What happens in erythrocytic phase of the asexual life cycle of Plasmodium? Merozoite changes into trophozoite, then trophozoite changes into schizoid, then schizoid changes into merozoites. Now, what happens? Merozoites are the stages of Plasmodium. Merozoites change into reproduces and trophozoites have a thickened ring-like structure. It changes into amoeboid stage. So that's why trophozoite is also called amoeboid stage. Then trophozoite changes into schizoid. Now schizoid, these schizoids changes into merozoites. Now these merozoites, now the third phase starts. Third phase of Plasmodium starts. Third phase of asexual life cycle, or third phase of schizogony starts. Third phase is called gametocytogenesis. Keep in your mind, dear students, keep in your mind that gametocytogenesis, the word gameto means germ cells, cyto means cells, genesis means formation. Now here gametes are formed. Now here the micro and macro gametocytes are formed. Micro gametocytes and macro gametocytes are formed. Now this is called these two are called gametocytes. When gametocytes are formed, that stage is called gametocytogenesis. Gametocytogenesis, what happens in gametocytogenesis? Gametocytes are formed. Gametocytes are formed. Which gametocytes are formed? Mega gametocytes and micro gametocyte. Mega gametocyte and micro gametocytes. If these mega and micro gametocytes, when a mosquito bites a person, it sucks the blood. These mega and micro gametocytes enter into the body of the mosquito, then where sexual life cycle of Plasmodium takes place in the mosquito. There are three phases also. Number 1, gametogony. Number 2 is fertilization. Number 3 is sporogony. What happens in the sexual life cycle of mosquito? Sexual life cycle is type of life cycle or it is type of reproduction in which two gametes they fuse together. What happens in this? When gametocytes, it means megagametocytes and microgametocytes, they fuse together, they form a zygote. That zygote is called ookinete. Then there is cyst formed around the ookinete. The cyst contains some cells. These cells are called sporozoites. When these sporozoites they are ready to attack the healthy person, when a mosquito bites a person, it infects its infective stage of Plasmodium, that is called sporozoite. These sporozoites they will attack on the new liver cells. They will attack on the liver cells and will cause malaria.